Imagine this, you're loading up your kids in the minivan and you're trying playing some music and even your kids say your audio sucks. Well, we might have a solution for you. Alrighty guys, first things first, let's go ahead and remove this cover panel back here. And you simply just take a thin plastic panel removal tool and just carefully pry around.
Listen up guys, this is a very helpful tip. So it lays flat like so. And if you notice, all these clips are facing straight, so it needs to pull up this way. So a lot of mistakes people do is they'll grab it from the back and they'll try to pry it out right here. But these clips needs to be pointed straight for it to come out. If you lean it towards this way, it just won't come out. There's gonna be too much tension going here. So you gotta keep it straight. You can loosen this, but don't pull it from here. You do have to pull it from the sides right here. And when you pull it from the sides, just be very careful with the sides here. It could be a bit weak, the plastic. So in order to prevent damage on here, just use a panel removal tool. Be very strategic on where you place this and make sure the pulling motion is straight up and not this way.
Alrighty guys, there's 4 10mm bolts I'm going to be removing right behind the screen. Grab a 10mm socket and ratchet. Perfect. After that, grab a thick blanket or towel and we are going to place it right here in our center console. And you'll just pull the screen straight out. Okay? Just being held in by clips. Alright guys, listen up. Since it's gonna make installation a whole lot easier, make sure you grab your smartphone, take a picture of all the factory connections, and we're actually gonna be removing the whole radio itself, okay? For example, if I put back in the factory radio, oh no, the screen connector is missing. Well, it never came with it anyway, so make sure you do that and protect yourself as always, okay? Amplifier itself, wiring harness, some mounting tape, as well as the instructions manual. All right, let me show you guys how easily it's done. And for now, we're only gonna be installing the wiring harness because we still have to run the RCA cables as well as the remote wire for the subwoofer. So here's our remote wire, and here's how this connection process works. So take a look here. The 28 pin is always gonna be next to the black 10 pin connector, okay? And then this is the 30 pin connector, which the CS15 will use. And listen up guys, this is very, very important, okay? When you're conjoining these two connectors together, never put it in at an angle. Never try and just, if you're pushing it in and you feel resistance, stop what you're doing, take a look at these pins, okay? These are very, very important. If one of them is bent, kinked, or damaged, you may have an error code or something might not work properly. So stop what you're doing, make sure that these connectors conjoin together evenly and smoothly. And this black pin connector will connect to the factory harness. And that's it, we'll leave this here for now. These two connectors will go back to the factory screen. These two connectors will connect to our amplifier. This connects to our subwoofer remote wire, and all that's missing is the RCAs to your subwoofer. Alrighty guys, now the kit does come with some foam tape. So first off, I'm going to put the foam tape on all 4 corners. And this is just to protect it from rattling, and it's also for it to fit snug, okay? Alrighty, and as far as the gain settings on our amplifier, there is a front and rear, as you can see. Now I've already adjusted them to the way that I personally like music, which is about the 1 o'clock position on both the front and the rear gain position. But feel free to plug this in, play some music while the head unit and everything is kind of plugged in. You can just kind of leave it hang in. As long as everything works, play some music and adjust the front and rear gain knobs to your own adjustment. But this is just what I prefer. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our amplifier connection. Here's our connections for our amplifier. The gray goes to the gray, and the white goes to the white. And just go ahead and push it in like so. Perfect. And where this amplifier is actually going to be is straight behind the factory radio, and it's like a little pocket right here. It's actually perfect for it, okay? All right, and our amp is going to go straight back, and there's going to be a little pocket for it, okay? All right, perfect. So if you take a look all the way inside, you'll see the amplifier, okay? Right in there. Okay. Next up, let's just go ahead and clean up our remote wire and the RCA cable, okay? Now that all that the factory connections have been made, just carefully maneuver our radio back in. Perfect. Now the radio's back in, and let's just go ahead and make sure everything's working before we go ahead and bolt everything back in. And that's it, guys. So before you guys replace the factory speakers, make sure you try out our plug and play amplifier. And most of the time, it actually gives you more than what you're looking for. So that way you don't have to do this. Yeah, if you guys liked the video, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. See you guys next time.
Look, I don't take no loss, it's simple. Stand up, guy, walk 10 tall.